little breakfast on Christmas morning with popovers and bacon, and then in the afternoon we perform my annual Christmas play. I'm Jo March of Concord, Massachusetts, and I'm going to be a writer. And these are my sisters, Meg and Amy, decorating the tree. Meg's a dear, although she does have delusions of grandeur. She wishes we were rich, which we're not, at least not since Father went down south to help with the war. And Amy, well, Amy's just Amy, our youngest sister. She has that amazing yellow hair and spends a lot of her time flouncing around the house and looking in a mirror. But I suppose she'll grow up eventually.
Christmas will not be Christmas without presents.
Now, Amy, you know what Marmee always says. It is better to give than to receive.
That is not fair.
And why do you always wear that clothespin on your nose?
To make my nose long and beautiful.
Beth, why are you out of bed? You know how sick you are.
And that is Beth. Everybody thinks she's going to die any minute.
No, I only have a little cold. Really. You don't actually all think I'm going to die in the middle of the Christmas play, I hope. I'm so looking forward to Christmas so I can give more than I receive and just be totally loving and obnoxious.
Christopher Columbus, Beth, should you be out of bed?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, good. And look at that tree. That's just capital. You all have done a grand job.
Well, I did most of it, but Meg helped.
And I've nearly finished my play. Except I can't seem to get the ending right. So right now it doesn't have one. But it will.
Oh, that is just splendiferous. Jo, am I the beautiful princess locked in the tower?
Yes, but you don't know it yet. You think you're the servant girl for Hagar the witch. That's Meg. And she's locked you in this tower on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that sounds exciting. But a princess always knows she is a princess.
Well, you don't. So here, let me show you. You lean out the window and you yell, "Rodrigo, Rodrigo, save me!"
Rodrigo, save me.
Yes, well, it'll get better as we go along, and I'll be Rodrigo, the hero, down below.
And who am I, Jo?
Ah, you are the ministering angel who comes to tell her that all is well.
Jo, you're a regular Shakespeare.
Nah, it's nothing. All right, places, everyone. Are we ready? Meg, enter from stage left, say your line, and be very witchy.
Now, my pretty.
Rodrigo, save me.
Yes, right. Well, just do your best when the time comes. And if the audience boos, don't blame me.
I'm glad to find you all so merry, my girl.
Oh, Marmee! You get to come home for supper.
I'm tired.
How is your cold, Beth? Come and kiss me, dear. Jo, you look tired to death.
Oh, I'm all right. Let me get your shawl,
And
Marmee.
how about you, Meg? Did you get that new job?
Yes, I start Monday. $4 a week, and I only have to look after 5 children.
Imagine. Now, come around me, girls, in your best little womany way. I have a surprise. A letter from your father.
Oh, wonderful. Does he say where he is?
Yes, someplace down south. Some godforsaken place down near Virginia.
Ooh.
He says the traffic is terrible.
And so in a low voice, Marmee reads the letter from Father. Nothing is said of the hardships he faced in the South, except the traffic. It was a cheerful, hopeful letter. He ends it with fatherly love for his little girls back home.
Give them all my dear love. I know that when I come back, I will be prouder than ever of my little women.
I am a selfish pig, but I try not to be vain, so he won't be disappointed in me.
And I'll try not to dream of beautiful dresses and fancy coaches with white horses.
And I'll try to be what he loves to call me, a little woman, and not be so rough and wild. But Christopher Columbus, I do want to join the army and fight the traffic down south.
And I'll keep being sweet and obnoxious.
Oh, I wish I could sell my stories so I can send some money to Father. Then he could come home for a visit. There's got to be a way. Everything is just dreadful. I wonder what else could go wrong.
Good evening, Aunt March.
Good evening. Not at all, not at all. You have not shoveled a proper path to the front door. I could have slipped and broken who knows what. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Aunt March.
Come and sit by the fire. No, thank you. I have a fire at home. I just stopped by to bring you one of these. $1 for each one of you.
Thank you, Aunt March.
And very generous of me if I do say so myself. Now, when is the last time you heard from that foolish father of yours waltzing off to the war like that?
Aunt March, we're all very proud of Father, and you should be too.
Don't you get impertinent with me, Missy. It's a waste of time talking to you. You all are like a flock of geese.
The old coot. Oh, but I shouldn't have lost my temper. She'll never help us now. There's got to be a way to earn more money. Even in 1863, $1 doesn't buy much. Well, sisters, it's time we're off to bed. Tomorrow we'll have my play, so everyone, please dream up a really good ending. It's Christmas morning and a typical December day in Massachusetts. Bright, white, and very cold. Our household is slowly waking up, and we March girls are ready to enjoy our special Christmas breakfast.
Kidney pies and puff and everything.
But where's Mother?
Happy Christmas, little daughters.
Oh,
Glad to see you up and making merry.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Mommy!
But where have you been?
Well, I'll tell you. I've been visiting a poor family. They've just come here from England. Can you imagine? Father, mother, and quite a few children, all huddled together in one bed to keep from freezing. And they have practically nothing to eat.
Oh!
Now, I'm going to ask you a special favor.
Oh?
Yes, I'm going to ask you to give up your breakfast and bring it over to them.
Oh. Well, I, for one, am glad you came before we began to eat it.
Marmee, may I help take food to the poor children?
Oh, wonderful. I knew you'd help me. And when we come back, we'll have bread and milk for breakfast.
Oh. Wait, hold everything. I have a capital idea. Let's invite the family here. We have a fire and lots of food, and they could join us for breakfast. It's a win-win, and I'll have an audience for my play.
Oh, splendid. Yes.
Oh, great. Meg, get the cloak and go get the family and bring them here right now.
Mommy girls, let me introduce to you the Bob Cratchits from London, England.
Hi, I'm Bob Cratchit, and this is my wife, Mother Cratchit.
And these are our children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But wait, where's our Tiny Tim?
long journey to America. And how did you end up here in Concord?
Well, Mrs. March, we had a wonderful benefactor, Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge of London. He was very mean in the beginning, but then one Christmas he became a changed man overnight. And then he up and moved to California, and we moved to Massachusetts.
Well, that's just capital, and we're so happy to have you here, aren't we, girls?
Oh, yes, splendid.
So if you'd all like to take your seats, we would like to present to you my new play, The Witch's Christmas Curse. All right, places, everyone. The table. Are we ready? Almost?
Almost.
Okay.
There's a button, there's a thing.
There we go.
Can't get it.
All right. It was a dark and stormy Christmas Eve, and Hagar the witch was stirring up a special brew to spoil Christmas for everyone.
Now to make my special brew to spoil Christmas for everyone. I did, and in the cauldron I will throw candy canes and mistletoe. Pitch from Santa's beard, oh, the hoof from one reindeer. Stir them up in my Christmas brew, toss in a holly branch or two. Then the poison sauce, so merry, the juice from 10 poinsettia berries. They are poisonous, you know. Now I'll sprinkle this on all the pillows of all the children of all the world. They'll fall asleep. No, they won't die. But it will spoil Christmas entirely because they'll miss it. This is my most brilliant scheme.
You make a bitch! I overheard you, and I won't let you spoil Christmas.
Oh, you won't, will you? Well, take that. In the tower cell you go. Rodrigo, save me! No, you won't spoil Christmas. For me.
Not so fast, you wicked witch. For I am the angel of love, and my magic is more powerful than yours. With just a wave of my hand, I shall transform this witch's brew into the milk of human kindness. Whoa!
Oh, where am I? And more significantly, who am I? Oh, and who are these lovely children? I feel revived and strangely transformed. What happened?
The milk of human kindness, Hagar.
Yay! My word! I feel transformed as well! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
That must have been a heck of a lot of milk.
Everyone, I sold my hair to buy his ticket home. Oh, don't cry, sisters. It's real cool. And so Christmas was saved for another year, and Hildegard and Rodrigo were married, and they invited the witch Hagar to come live with them, and they now call Aunt Hagar, along with the angel of Christmas. and Aunt March. And they all took a house by the sea together. And that's the end. Except you see, it's not a really good ending. It needs something else. Oh, that's just capital. And as Tiny Tim would say,
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.